hit record and then share my screen. Hold on, sorry guys. Okay, let's try that again. Can everyone see this? Okay, so what I wanted to talk about tonight was going from conversations to invitations. And for the last couple of weeks, I've been using this daily fours tracking sheet. And I've been using this to help me move kind of from cold conversations into invitations. And so I wanted to share that with you guys and show you how it's working for me. And then there will be time at the end for questions if anyone has any specific questions about this tracker or anything else that's going on. So, okay, inviting, right? This is a vital behavior. We talk about it all the time. Inviting is how we move our businesses forward. So if you want to treat this like a business and you know, whether it's just to cover the costs of Shakeology or your programs, or if you want to eventually make this a full-time job, you know, this is a vital behavior. It's something that will help us move our businesses there. But it's also really scary. It's certainly the scariest thing for me, and I've been a coach for over 2 years, and it's still the scariest thing for me. But I'm definitely, you know, working on it every single day. And so it helps to share and to talk about it and to share what's working. So say how to punch fear in the face, right? We hear that a lot. I admit that it's one of my fears, and I just gotta go for it and do it. But honestly, this all starts with belief, right? So if you are, let me back this up. I love these products. I know they work. They've worked for me. I've seen them work for friends and family and just people I've, you know, met through this whole process. I wholeheartedly believe in them. And I approach every single conversation I have knowing that. I'm not ashamed of the price. I'm not ashamed of, that's really the big subjection. They're not that long, so it's not like, you know, time's a huge thing. I'm not ashamed of the coaching opportunity of this business. I've seen how it has impacted people's lives, how it's impacted my own life. And I feel like it's my duty to share that and to pass that along. And that is something that, you know, it is, right? But I'll be honest, right? It took me a while to feel that. At first, when I first started coaching, I was really not ashamed, but I was scared of the price. I would back away when someone asked about cost because it's like, oh yeah, Shakeology is really expensive. It's not expensive. I find the value in it. It's about prioritizing, and if health is a priority and it helps you, then I feel that it is, you know, valued appropriately for what's in it. And so I have that confidence going forward. But again, like I said, I didn't always have that. It's just over time and over experiences and seeing how this has impacted other people, I see it now. I believe it. So you need to believe that as well. And then it's followed up with actions, and Amy will like this, but massive actions. And if you read the 10X rule, you'll hear massive actions all the time. And so I say it starts with belief, followed up with the actions that you take, and then being consistent in your invitations. And so you can't invite once a week and expect to reach your goals of Success Club and helping 3 people every month, right? If you want to help 3 people a month, you can't just invite 3 people. They're not going to always just, you know, jump on board, right? So if you have a goal to help 3 people, you need to probably talk to 15, 30 people, maybe even more. And so being consistent every day throughout the month helps with that and getting over those fears. And then, like I said, sharing what's working. So today I'm going to share with you what's working for me. And like I said, I've been using the daily fours, and I have multiple copies, and there's at least 4 names in every page. But I took some screenshots to kind of show you how I use the daily fours. Okay, so how I'm using this. At least 4 days a week I'm doing this, and honestly it's probably 6 days a week. But I will physically track it at least 4 days, and sometimes like on, maybe if one day is really busy, I might the next day track 2 days in one or something like that. But I encourage you to print out multiple copies of it, and I'll show you why. And then I'm just moving through the squares. I'm going to show you how I do that. So the way my boxes are set up, so it's like 4 days. There's this line at the top, and that's what I put in my working day, whatever it is. Invite is the first one because that's the fear of mine, right? So I just got to do that first. But for the benefit of this presentation, I'm actually going to start with the actual action of adding and show you how I work through these. So inviting is what it sounds like, inviting. Adding is adding people to your network. Connecting or following up is, continuing conversations with people, going back and reconnecting with people. I'll show you how I do that. Or following up if someone says that they're going to be purchasing or they want to purchase, I put their names in the follow-up to make sure I follow up. And then mentoring. So this is either mentoring coaches in my downline or challengers or customers, even if they're, if they don't want to be in a challenge group. Can also be discount coaches, checking in with them. How are they doing? And so at least 4 people a day. Okay, so those are the squares. Oh, and then over here we'll talk about, on this side, there's also challenge group posts and business opportunity posts. So what posts are you doing to show people that you have challenge groups and that you have a business opportunity for them to check out? And so 4 per week is that of each. So I start with the add box using, and I add at least 4 people to my network every day. The 3 ways I add people are using the Friends of Friends tool, groups that I'm in, and my like page actually a lot. So I put this link in here. This is another team call about expanding your network using those 3 methods. And so you can go check out that team call as well. But I send them a message and I fill in 4 names every day. And so this is an actual example of someone who in my Friends of Friends list came up. And I always look to make sure that A, they're not a Beachbody coach, B, they're not friends with a million Beachbody coaches, C, that I would actually want to be friends with them. And because that's the beauty of this business, we get to choose who we work with. And so I look and see if they're, like me, if we share similar interests. So this girl, I sent her a friend request. Didn't send her a message beforehand. I just sent her a friend request. Chances are, if we have mutual friends, she'll probably get the notification, see that we had a bunch of mutual friends from Michigan State. And so then they're more prone to just accept you. But I said, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. Saw you pop under my suggested friend, so I figured I would reach out. Anyway, looking forward to getting to know you more, especially since I see you're a fellow Spartan. Go green. So obviously we have something in common. I'm talking to her like she's my very best friend. That helps me be me and not be scared of because I'm actually really introverted. And so if it's my BFF from forever, I just talk to her like me. And then she responded, go white. I love going through this, see you around type thing. So awesome. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Perfect. That's it. From there, so that's the ad. Do that 4 times. From there, I add that person's name to my connect box. And so that's why I said print out multiple copies. So if, let's say I'm making this up, this is a Monday, I added her, then I'm going to skip probably 2 boxes maybe and add her name to the connect box down here with an open box. So I haven't actually connected with her, but I'm reminding myself that I need to connect with her on that day. So do that now, me, so I don't forget. And then I put in box knowing that I have to check off her name. And this was the message I sent her. She actually lives in Traverse City. What the heck? Small world. So I sent her a message and continuing just a conversation, just getting to know her. I also look at their Facebook pages. And, if they have a post I like it, comment on it, stuff like that, if it's something that I like or can comment on. Other people to connect with. Not everybody will add you, and so you need to fill out those boxes. So other people to connect with are birthday messages, or if I see someone has continuously been liking some posts, I'll connect with them. And also follow-up names, like I said. So if it's someone who, says that they want me to follow up with them, or, if they're going to place an order or something like that, I'll put them there probably 2 days later. Or if we're in the middle of a conversation and they go silent, I'll save 2 days and then go back. So those are people that I put into the connect box, at least 4 in each box. And then finally, the invite. Okay, so now we're circled back to the invite, but we're constantly doing this. So like I said, I actually start with this box. So this is just a back and forth conversation. Saw they were going to be going on vacation. We're talking about vacation. So I said, I can't wait to see pictures. Well, hey, I don't know if it's for you or not, but I'm putting together a small fitness accountability group with a few ladies right here on Facebook to help encourage each other to reach our summer fitness goals. I thought maybe you'd love to join us since you have a big vacay coming up. Can I send you more info? That's it. Super simple, personable, connecting with that specific person. Why do I think that she would like to join our challenge group? Can I send you more info? Boom. 9 times out of 10 to something like that, they're just going to say, sure, why not? Or yeah, great. And so then I'm going to get right into this bigger invite. Okay. And I'm explaining what the challenge group is all about. I would not use any more words than this. You may want to even pare this down a little bit. I'm going to break it down here. I said, this person said, yeah, sure, send me more info or whatever, yes. So I said, great. So it's all done on Facebook, so you can do your workouts and check in with the group on your own time. The group is private, so no one can see what we post. We'll all pick out a fitness program geared to our personal goals, and we'll replace 1 meal a day with a delicious, nutrient-dense meal replacement shake. Both of these items will come with your challenge pack that you'll pick out. We hold each other accountable, blah, blah, blah. We post selfies. We have fun, motivation, and prizes, blah, blah, blah. It's a group of supportive women. Does this sound like something you'd be open to trying to help you reach your goals? Okay, let me break that down a little bit. Right up front in this message, I let them know that they would be buying something. It comes with a fitness program and a meal replacement shake. And so for me, this gets rid of the awkward, ooh, do they know that this isn't free? Or do they think that they're, whatever. It puts it right out there. It comes with a fitness program and a meal replacement shake. I call it a challenge pack so that if down the road, if I ever slip out, oh, your challenge pack, blah, 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 they'll know what I'm talking about. I also head off objections with this. So and this again has matured over time because a lot of people are like, I won't have time to do that. Or, yeah, I'm not going to post selfies like you do type thing. And so I say, you can do everything on your own time, and it's a private group, so no one sees what we post. I'm choosing to go public with those. And then I start to describe the environment, right? Why do I think challenge groups are so amazing? I think they're so amazing. And so I want to share that with people. And so these are the things that, the motivation, the recipes, the challenges, those are things that, we encourage each other. I love that. I want to share that. The other thing to do, just do it, is to use language as if they're already part of the group. So not you would, but you are, or you would, or yeah, you are, you will. Not if, but when type thing. And so that helps them visualize that they're already part of this group, right? When they start to just read this and think about it, they're like, oh yeah, we hold each other accountable. Sweet. Like, I'm in there type thing. So it helps them visualize that. And okay, immediately, they're going to say, right after this, they're going to say, how much does it cost? Because they know that they're going to have to buy something by putting it out like this. And so they're 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, oh, that sounds great, but how much would it cost? I'm not ready to talk about cost. They're not in it yet. Their heart's not in it. they're going to just say no. If I just said, well, challenge packs are 140 or 160 or 295, whatever the showcase is. So I say the cost depends on what fitness program you pick out based on your goals. Do you mind sharing with me your current health and fitness goals? And this starts the conversation of digging into their deeper why and why they would benefit from an amazing group like this. So I never right up front will say the cost is this. I will say the cost depends on what you choose, what you pick out. And again, not what you would pick out, or if you chose to join us, what you would get. It's you've done this, you're doing this. Okay. So a couple things. This will only be effective, right? If you go back to that message, and if somebody just messaged you that invite, that long invite, you are going to blow them off. And we've all probably gotten spammed like that from another multi-level or MLM. And I know I have, and I've ignored them. I don't even, talk back. So this will only be effective if you have in between the ad and the invite, so during that connect section, if you have been getting to know this person that you've never met before, right? This is the cold ad. So you have to be spending time getting to know them, making sure that they're looking at your page, like seeing what your feed is all about. And so by doing that, you have to engage on their page as well. Know what their needs are, right? I found out that this person was going on vacation. You may find out that someone has been struggling with losing baby weight, or a wedding is coming up, or something like that. Get to know what their needs are so you can talk about what is beneficial for them. And this will only be effective if you use your public or your like page as a attraction marketing, advertising for what we do, right? So posting on your personal page, like how someone in your challenge group or your fitness accountability group, whatever you call it, how they inspired you that day, or how you chose a healthier dinner over eating out because you knew you had to check in with your challenge group, stuff like that. Sharing that on your like page so that, this person who is stalking you, just like you're stalking them probably, sees that. So it's not like completely out of the blue. And so this is where those columns, like I said, on the side come in, the challenge group posts and the business opportunity posts. So just make sure that you get 4 of each of those in every single week. Okay, and then other invites, right? So if maybe you're inviting to a free group instead. And then so obviously, it'd be crafted a little bit differently. And those are certainly for new coaches, those are easier, right? Because there is no cost associated with them. So you could fill in the boxes with free groups that you're doing. Clean eating, as redundant as they may be, they work. Fit clubs, I like fit clubs. And then the steps and salads, a lot of people have been doing that recently, and it seems like that would be fantastic. And then there's other ones too, squat challenges, booty challenges, whatever free group you want to do. And then coaching events. So you can invite people to coaching events, sneak peeks, live events. Again, these are free, so people, less pressure, maybe more pressure because it's coaching, but you can team up with, me. I know Jen's done a bunch too. And so it's more like just being part of the big event. And that's all I had. Do you guys have any questions about that? I'll be totally honest, right? Even if you're not using the daily fours, which I'm loving, and if you don't have a tracking thing, use it. It's super simple. But it's the same concept if you use whatever form of tracking that you use. You still want to invite, add, connect every single day. Question?
Good. It's good. And I think I was going to ask the question, but I kind of answered it myself about where I struggle with is asking people to get interested in the coaching opportunity or join that. And I think the piece that I'm missing sometimes is I don't know how, I don't do a good job of digging into why coaching would be beneficial to them. I just say, hey, I think you'd be great, blah, blah, blah. But you could like follow the same pattern in a sense.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely. And yeah, you're right. I didn't focus on the invite to the coaching. And with that, like, planting that seed, right? I would count that as an invite if I just said, hey, you'd be really good at this. Have you ever thought about it? I'd call that an invite because they may say, nope, never have. But then they will start thinking about it or start seeing themselves a little bit more. So,
yeah, I have a couple people I've been talking to lately that I've been finding out that they don't like their job or they're looking for a new job, but I'm still kind of like struggling because some of them have never, like they've never been in a challenge group of mine. Like they don't know anything about it. So it's like, okay, do you just, hey, I heard you were looking for a job. Like that's awkward. Like, no. So.
Right. Are those people, are they into health and fitness?
Yeah, kind of. So, some of those people I'm trying to get into my like free groups just to get kind of a taste of everything.
Right. So then I might recommend taking them through a challenge group first, inviting them to that first, and then if they're active in that, after the first week, say something like, you'd be really good at this. Have you ever thought about this as a second income?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But still putting them through. There are a couple of people that like I've randomly like, hey, I can see you're really into health and fitness. Have you ever thought about making it a career? Stuff like that. But
yeah, I feel like those are typically the only people that you can like lead with that.
Right.
Otherwise, because I've reached out to people before that have never been in it, but I feel like when you haven't experienced the community or understand what it's about, it's like, well, no, why would I want to do that?
Right.
So we just have to be patient.
Yeah. Like think back to us, right? When we started, I had no idea that this was going to be a career choice that I wanted, right? The only reason I even did a challenge group was because my first, the challenge group that I was in was so crappy. And I was like, we're doing better than this. And so you got to think back to I mean, I never thought, but within a couple of months, I was like, man, this is amazing. This could be amazing. And so again, that goes back to this isn't an overnight success, right? You're not going to sign up 12 coaches one night. It takes time to build relationship and to find people who want to do this also. And so the thing about for example, Sarah, I thought Sarah would be an amazing coach a year ago. Right. And so it's, so I saw that potential in her and but fast forward 12 months, ready type thing. And so it's just takes time, consistency. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I will upload this and thanks for hanging out, you guys.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. See you later.
Yeah.